Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Monday, the 9th day of January. Made a whole week already. Whole week through the new year.
And how's that going so far?
It's going great.
Is it?
National Apricot Day today, so you got that going for us. National Balloon Ascension Day today. National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Hats
Which
off.
should be every day.
Yes, to the law enforcement out there. A National Static Electricity Day. We were just talking about that the other day because I didn't mean to, but I shocked Heidi. Was it on the mouth?
Yeah, you went to shush me and you touched my mouth. And
I was trying to make her smile.
I got shocked.
She was looking at me and I put my hand on her mouth being all silly and it shocked her. And she's like, that actually hurt.
It did kind of hurt.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. Static Electricity Day today. And National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Woo. I should probably do that. Also got a guest joining me on this Movie Star Monday. Zoe Coletti is going to join me from Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Annie, a bunch of other great stuff. She's got a new movie that came out last year. It's called Gigi and Nate.
Okay.
So I'm excited to chat with her a little bit about that coming up.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Could it be? Scientists finally have come up with a cure for old age?
No way.
British researchers say they'll be testing a new drug this year, which could increase life expectancy to about 120 years. The treatment, which they say could significantly increase a person's healthy lifespan and, in turn, their longevity, by boosting the immune system, was made possible after they found a way to slow down and potentially even prevent the natural aging of T cells, a key part of our immune defenses. The researchers say that there's a number of years going to probably pass before any effective longevity drug is available. There's no guarantee of success. The project is still at an early age, but they're very excited about it because apparently there was a breakthrough. So.
Is that something you'd want?
No.
Live to 120 something.
I want to live until God wants me to come home. So I'm hoping I have a little more time because I got a lot of stuff I want to do, but I don't need that much time. That seems like a long time. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? A guest essay for the New York Times over the weekend insisted that being short is better for the future of the planet. Yeah. Mara Altman wrote that not only do short people tend to live longer, they're also crucial in conserving food and resources on our dying planet because they eat less.
Really,
They
do.
also are best suited for long-term survival, and not just because more of us are able to jam into, spaceships or whatever. Altman suggests people begin purposefully mating with shorter people in order to produce a shorter society. And that's what she's suggesting we do. Twitter.
So apparently she's having a hard time getting lucky.
Twitter, I don't know. And she's only 3 feet tall. I don't know. Twitter users did not disappoint in their responses. One writing, somebody short and single is writing op-eds for the New York Times. I love it. I don't know if that's why, but Mara Altman. Now I got to Google her. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. We've not seen a single frame of this yet, but Wednesday has taken over the Netflix crown, beating out the platform's longtime flagship original series, Stranger Things, to be the most in-demand show available on the platform as of the start of December, according to new data. Takes into account consumer research, streaming, downloads, and social media, among other engagement. The new Addams Family spinoff had 66 times the average demand for the first half of December. Looks to be one of the strongest premieres of the year. Outpaced global demand for the premiere of Squid Game back in 2021. And that was a big, hairy deal. Remember that?
I have heard many things about this show.
Our daughter was saying, you guys got to watch Wednesday. So we've got enough projects to keep us busy until way beyond Wednesday.
Yeah, we're a little too busy.
When we finally have time, I will watch it. It does sound good. And a new favorite to take on the role of James Bond, Bullet Train's Aaron Taylor Johnson. So Barbara Broccoli was talking about that. Maybe that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. I'm going to do today kind of like what I used to do with the scoop of the day, where I've got different little bullet points, this and this and this and this. I'm going to start with a fact. Did you know that the average person smiles about 20 times a day?
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice. That'd be a nice way to start things. And then we'll go to this. Police in Hollywood detained a, quote, person of interest in a brush fire arson case. Why would you do that?
Right?
That never made any sense to me. But you'll see people that will go and like light something on fire. Now, I'll tell you, one of the things that really made me angry is I remember reading a story where there were some activists who started a fire.
To try to say that it was global warming.
Yeah, they were trying to prove a point, and they're like, oh, look how bad thing. And then they got caught, and it was activists that were doing it. So I don't know if this person's connected to that. But whoever's doing this stuff, just stop doing it. Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. How about this? This is weird. About 3/4 of the people who made a New Year's resolution have already broken them, according to a report. It's been a week. Just a tiny bit over a week.
Resolutions are hard.
Yeah, I made a resolution to not make resolutions. I've still kept that. And no, did you make a New Year's resolution, Heidi?
No. Not a conscious one, no.
So we kind of make the same resolution every year, though.
Yeah. We say we're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
But this year, it's not like I was like, this is the year, you know?
No, see, for me, it is kind of the year. And
it needs to be for both of us.
For me, it's for a real good reason. Last year, my belly button was like poking out because Heidi said I had a hernia.
It was a hernia. We took you to a doctor, John.
You know, they looked at it and they're like, yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh my gosh, it is not fat
They
poking
honestly
out of
said
your belly
it's not
button.
Bad. But it's better now because I've lost a little bit of weight. And I think that it really, and they flat out said it's because you need to lose weight. So I when I'm having issues where I may have a hernia because I'm so overweight, it's time to do something. So there you go. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on this Movie Star Monday. Super excited to visit right now with Zoe Coletti. You might know her from The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Annie, Scary Stories, and much, much more. She's got a new movie that came out the tail end of last year. It was in theaters at the end of the year. It's out right now, available on streaming and DVD and everywhere you want to see movies. Gigi and Nate. Zoe, tell me a little bit about Gigi and Nate.
Yeah, 100%. It's honestly, it's a really great kind of feel-good family movie about a young boy that ends up contracting bacterial meningitis, and then he gets a monkey as a service animal, and it kind of follows his story through, you know, some issues that him and the family have with, like, animal rights activists and kind of his story dealing with that and his bond that he ends up having with this monkey. And I play a girl that he meets kind of through many parts in the story, through, like, different time jumps. I almost act as, like, a timestamp in the movie kind of throughout his journey as just, like, his friend and somewhat like love interest in the movie.
Very cool. Now, I'm looking here. Is this based on a true story?
It is based on a true story.
I love that. And one of my favorite things about true story movies is many times it's far more fascinating than anything that we would actually just dream up if we were making up a story.
Oh, I know, 100%. Honestly, watching biopics or movies or even reading books that are about true stories, I love, because I think it's just, so interesting to get to hear and see about stories that maybe you never would have even been able to read anything about. So I agree. I think it's really cool.
And in this movie, in addition to the talented Zoe Coletti, many other fun folks as well. And I see on the list, Jim Belushi. He seems like a fun guy. What was it like working with Jim Belushi?
Crazily enough, I only worked with him for one day on one scene, but the day that I did get to work with him, he was an absolute joy and was so sweet. Getting honestly to work with so many of the great people in the cast was so wonderful. My favorite being the monkey, if I'm completely honest.
No kidding, though. How could you not love working with the monkey? What was that like? Was it hard to work with a monkey?
Oh, my gosh. Well, honestly, one of my dreams, if you were to ask me, like, what celebrity I wanted to meet, it would be to meet a monkey actor. So I was incredibly excited to get the opportunity to work with a monkey because I just think they're so adorable. But it has its challenges, for sure. One of the scenes that I had with the monkey was in a grocery store, and the monkey had to be kind of hopping from the different cereal boxes, and she was definitely a little rambunctious, knocking over a lot of the cereal boxes, and she didn't always listen, but the parts that she did made for some really cute shots that they got in the movie, but it definitely can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but worth it.
That is awesome. Again, Gigi and Nate, it's available now on DVD and streaming. And while I've got you online, we got to talk about Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead. Before you were on that program, were you watching it? Were you a fan before you were actually an actor there?
Yes, I was. I was a huge Walking Dead fan. Since I want to say I was like 12 or something, I would do, all of the zombie makeup at home and all those things. So I absolutely adore the whole franchise. And so it was quite a while ago now at this point that I filmed that. I mean, it was thinking like 2020 that I was filming for Fear the Walking Dead. And it was honestly a phenomenal experience. The fact that I was such a huge fan of the Walking Dead universe, and getting the opportunity, even just like seeing the walkers and, some of the great cast members I was able to work with, it was a really, really great experience and definitely a bucket list type of job for me.
That's awesome. Also on the list here, Annie. Let's talk a little bit about that. That looks like fun.
Oh my gosh, yes, of course. That was actually my first movie role that I ever did, which was incredibly exciting for me, and a huge step in my career at such a young age. I was 12 when I had filmed that movie, and just, working with such incredible actors like, Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, to be that young and to get the opportunity to work with people that are so talented and have been working for so long was a huge learning experience. And, my mom was an incredibly massive fan of Annie when she was young. So she was floored with excitement when she got the opportunity to come with me onto set and, for me to be in that movie. So it was a lot of fun doing dance rehearsals and recording all the songs. It was such a great experience.
Well, that is very, very cool. Thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us today. I appreciate it a bunch, Zoe.
Thank you so much. You too.
Again, her new film, Gigi and Nate, is out right now. It's available on streaming platforms, also available on DVD. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening on a Movie Star Monday.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Moons can have moons. You know what they call them if it's a moon of a moon?
What?
A moon.
A moon?
Yeah, moons.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
1 acre of peanuts produces enough peanut butter for 30,000 peanut butter sandwiches. That's a lot.
Wow.
An acre of peanuts. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Milk carton spouts did not appear until the 1960s. Before that, you would cut the carton open.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word goodbye is a contraction of the words God be with ye.
Oh, I like that.
God be with ye. Goodbye. Another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Greek name for the mosquito, Anopheles, which means good for nothing.
Oh,
Mosquitoes,
I agree.
good for nothing. And our final fun fact for you,
What's that,
Heidi.
John?
Flies, oh, this is yucky. Flies spend 30% of their time vomiting. Well,
Yeah.
this is why you never invite flies over.
Yeah.
Just never. Doesn't happen. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. And a question today. A study shows that we throw away 92% of these without ever even using them. What are they, Heidi?
Napkins.
No.
Oh.
I wonder what that would be, though. I bet that's
Yeah.
pretty high, too. Instructions.
Oh, yeah.
So many times I'll get it and I just push the instructions aside. And then later I'll be like halfway through with all these extra parts. And I'm like, can you look and see what this
Just
is for?
the other day, in fact.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. And we threw away all the extra parts.
Oh,
Heidi's
because I was like,
digging through the trash.
what is this? Are these?
I thought it was something
You're like,
else.
oh no, there's.
I was
I'm
wrong.
like, so all of these are just
Yeah.
extra parts.
I was wrong. I was very wrong. Let's just say we had some leaks. It wasn't working right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. It's a new year all over the place, but some things never change. We head to Florida where there were people there had a little bit of a problem. And process of burglarizing a home, like you do. And then they realized that, hey, we hit the jackpot. They found so much stuff, there was no way they could move it out of the house by themselves.
Oh, that's a
so
problem.
what do you do? They called 911 for help.
What?
Yeah.
They said, help us rob this house.
Called 911 to ask for assistance. While she was asking, she said
my
they also
gosh.
needed a ride to the airport for a weekend getaway. They had planned to go to New York. When the police arrived, they were still in the house organizing all their loot. And they did give them a ride, but not to the airport. They took them directly.
I think that is probably
jail.
the dumbest criminal
Yeah.
I have ever heard of.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Who in their right mind?
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Not in their right mind. See? Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. We're going to start this today. So on my show notes, it says part 1. I've got a bunch of them, though. These are the most anticipated movies of 2023.
Okay.
So we're going to get through some of these. This one's already out now. It's called Megan. It's M3GAN, but it's Megan. A roboticist programs a robot child to help her orphan niece cope with a tragedy.
Yeah.
It looks pretty creepy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Heidi will like it, though.
Oh, I would like it.
January 6th is when that one came out. Magic Mike's Last Dance, February 10th. Channing Tatum's on-screen stripping career ends with a conclusion described as the Super Bowl of stripping. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Okay.
February 17th. Paul Rudd's Scott Lang and the Ant family are trapped inside the quantum realm and forced to face Kang the Conqueror.
Kang.
Yeah, and we're going to get only that far today. Over the next few days, we'll try to get through the rest of these. It is the most anticipated movies of 2023.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than 15 bucks, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today comes from Douglas Adams, who says, "There is a theory which states if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There's another theory which states that this has already happened." End quote.
Of course, they're just theories.
They are theories. So I would say that it's probably not a good idea to keep theorizing like that because pretty unlikely. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with some good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. This is the story that I think is a pretty doggone good story right here. I like this. It says, "We fed them, had coffees going. McDonald's workers sheltered people from the blizzard." So this is another fun story about people who did the right thing when things were really cold and things were not great. But employees at a McDonald's in Buffalo, New York, opened the doors to public during the blizzard. They sheltered more than 50 people from the storm.
That's awesome.
It was about 2 p.m. on a Friday when Jeffrey Spangler and Kristen Kosha and Amanda Kendall were closing up the McDonald's on Sweet Home Road in Amherst, and the snow started coming down. They were closing up at 2 p.m. So I think it was a holiday, so that's why they were doing that.
Or was it because the weather was so bad that they had no choice but to close?
That could be. Anyway, says it wasn't safe to drive. We had to make the right choice for us and for our other manager with us. Knowing there was a warm place to stay, plenty of food, they decided, let's just open the doors and let people come inside. And there's photos of people literally like curled up on the floor. It says, I didn't think it was going to be as big of a deal as it is. I thought maybe 10 or 15 people. But it turns out over 50 people were there over the Christmas weekend seeking shelter inside the restaurant. It said we fed them, had the coffee going, hot chocolates. Saturday, the Bills game was on. They chatted amongst themselves and mingled, and we fed them some more. It's a cool thing.
That's pretty cool. Like unlimited McDonald's. That'd be if you're going to be snowed in somewhere.
I don't know that it was necessarily free, but but they fed them. That's all she said. It didn't say they fed them for free. But I do think it's a cool story, and I want to just say kudos to the young lady and the young man who were doing that. Isn't that a neat thing?
It's very cool.
So many times people think, oh, it's not my problem, and they just get out of there. And these guys were like, you know what? Let's just stay here. Let's bring these people inside. Let's warm them up. It's a good idea. And it really, really was. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.